Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here again with Jacob. And today, since Halloween is coming up and we were both thematically dressed like this for our date night, I figured we could talk about something creepy and different. So what we're going to talk about today, between my neighbors screaming, is movies that scared us. So what we're going to do is talk about one movie that scared us deeply in our childhood, and then one movie that scared us deeply in our adulthood. So starting with me, the movie that scared me the most when I was a kid, this is so embarrassing, but I saw Hitchcock's The Birds, or it's called something like that. Oh my god, I'm still to this day scared of birds. I remember watching this movie and just being so petrified at the fact that all these people were like stuck in a house and these birds had gone batshit crazy and they were just like attacking, and if you tried to go out, they'd attack you. And in a way, I still think the concept is really scary because it's like you're confined to your house. It's kind of like being in the water with sharks, except that birds can go everywhere in the air and you're like, holy shit, I cannot get away. And I don't know why they let 5-year-old me see that. I don't know if my grandpa was sleeping and I was just watching television, but that came on and I watched the whole thing.
Probably because they're like, she can't be afraid of birds, right? Because they're birds.
Well, that movie was terrifying. Everyone should be afraid of birds after watching that.
You're like Bob's Burgers.
Well,
He's afraid of birds.
He's right.
Not scary.
Whatever. Talk about what you're scared about, then I'll have my comments.
Okay, so other than Congo, the one with scary gorillas, a movie that scared me when I was a kid was the first Chucky film, Child's Play. It was the first horror movie that I had actually ever seen, and my brother, Eric, he's not much older, like at least a decade older than I am. Maybe less. I feel like I just insulted him. Sorry, Eric. But he locked me in my parents' room, locked me and my other brother in my parents' room, and I was just watching Chucky Child's Play, and he was laughing his ass off while me and my brother were just like, Eric. And we started crying and everything. And ever since then, I've been afraid of dolls, and I hate dolls. Like, I cannot do dolls at all.
It's funny because even when we see Chucky like come up on like Netflix or whatever, I'm just like, oh, we should watch that. And he's like, no.
They're creepy.
I've never seen any of the
I did go see
movies.
Annabelle, and the whole time I was like, fuck that.
It's true.
Yeah, so dolls, ever since Chucky. I mean, now I can laugh at them because they're kind of ridiculous and they got worse over time, but Child's Play, where you hear like the pattering of his feet, it's like, you're like, fuck! Get out of there! Okay,
so in terms of my adult horror scares, there are 2 movies. One of them is called the Pixie Tapes, and that one is a found footage, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But that movie scared the shit out of me so much psychologically that hours later, Jacob and I couldn't hug each other because the movie had scared us so much that human contact felt disgusting because of how psychologically troubling it was to watch that.
Troubling.
And it's one of those movies that kind of makes you paranoid in a way too. Like, I know I was definitely paranoid after it, and those are the movies that scare me the most because the ones with jump scares, yeah, that's scary.
Cheap and stuff, you know.
But after 2 seconds, you forget about the jump scare. This was deeply psychological, so when you thought about it more and more and more, it just made you more paranoid and more freaked out.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's very raw and very real, and you sense that, and like you sense like a real terror. It's not like a, you know, shaking kind of terror, but it's like a very chilling, cold terror about that movie.
Yeah.
So.
The other thing is The Conspiracy. So I really love that movie. It's one of the few horror movies that I've watched more than once because I tend to not watch them more than once because you already know what's going to happen. But this one mentally really scares me for the simple reason that I tend to believe in a lot of conspiracies. You know.
Yeah, she'll be like awake and paranoid. I get home like, what's wrong? You're like, I went down the rabbit hole and was listening to hours of conspiracy theories on YouTube. I'm like,
and I'm like, the world is gonna end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did say that like
I literally
2 nights
did
ago.
say that, yeah. Because of that, The Conspiracy is very scary to me because I do think that there is some tomfoolery afoot within the government, and this talks about the government, but then it gets deeper into kind of like a cult thing, and I'm like, fuck. If there's anything that scares me, it's cults. Like, after I graduated college, I literally spent days watching 8 hours of like cult videos, and this is what happens.
Okay, for me, it's less of a horror. It didn't really scare the shit out of me, but did stick by me was Hannibal Lecter. And obviously all the movies were chilling, and obviously a classic, you know. But there's one scene from Hannibal that really just like it horrified me and disgusted me at the same time. And you know, we see Hannibal Lecter as this cold, sadistic, intelligent killer, you know, but we didn't really see him all that much in Silence of the Lambs do all that much. But when you see the scene, you're like, holy shit. You know, it's the scene where he has Clarice bound, and he has the other detective FBI agent, and he's got his skull cut, and he's like cooking the brains right in front of him and like feeding him his own brains, and like he's all like and like talking while he's like, it's just disgusting.
And then like his head is like a lid, it's like a cookie jar.
He like
it's
puts
like
it back on there. And it's just, it like, I don't know why, it like made me physically sick.
Same.
And like now every time I think of Hannibal, I think of that scene, I'm like, ugh,
that scene is sickening.
It's nauseous. And
I've even seen like some rough stuff. Like another movie that I think isn't like in my necessarily top ones, but that fucked me up is All of the Hills Have Eyes, because some shit happens there.
Gore tends to be overdone, you know, especially with like Eli Roth and
yeah.
Not to say I don't like him, but there's just something it's gory. It's not over the top. It's like, I can't even, it kills me. It disgusts me. So that's the one scene that really stuck by me now.
Another thing we wanted to do is recommend a couple of horror movies that we liked in case you guys are interested and don't know what to watch, because I know that's the most annoying feeling. So according to me, a couple of creepy movies are Creep, Hell House LLC, and The House is October Built. The first one. The second one sucks. Don't even bother.
Yeah, the second one. No. I'll go with the classic. Gotta watch Aliens. Or not Aliens, Alien. Aliens is really good too. You can watch both of those. And you can stop there.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and let us know if there's anything you want to see from us both, or from one of us in particular.
Do you want to tell them about your special coming up?
Oh yeah, so we're gonna have a special video coming up soon. I don't know exactly what day yet, but Jacob and I are gonna be on that video, and we're gonna talk about true crime because it is the Halloween season. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and as usual, if you want to see something, let us know.